What's going on, guys? Gilly Writes Comics here, writer and co-creator to Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. Definitely check it out. Follow my website, gillywritescomics.com, to stay updated with the latest Grom campaign news. So what are we going to talk about? It's been a while since I've been able to do any kind of videos. I got two little kids, a 4-year-old, a 9-month-old, and they make my life crazy. They're beautiful. I love them, but it's hard to do any kind of work streaming-wise because at the end of the day, I just want to plop on the couch, watch a show or two, maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe not. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, this is what we're talking about. The Disney TV show, it was supposed to be amazing, right? It's supposed to be great, right? Piggyback off The Mandalorian, that hype, that energy. And for me personally, I thought it was crap. But hold on. I didn't finish it. Oh, but how could you watch something? How could you judge something if you can't finish? Because it was painful to even get to the third episode. I stopped at the third episode. I'm going to share with you why I stopped. I'm going to share with you what were some of my gripes going in. And remember, if you loved Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's great. You're allowed to. If I didn't love Obi-Wan Kenobi, that doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I wish you were dead. Doesn't mean none of that. It just means I have a different viewpoint. It means my perspective is different. We all have different perspectives. I'm going to share why I particularly did not care for Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a lot going on, but one of the main issues, I'm just going to encapsulate that with a picture. I'm going to share this screen right now. Now, if you guys are able to see this picture, you're able to see a former Jedi Master, General. If we go back to the Clone Wars, the animated series, he was just incredible. He was amazing.
Warriors, finish him! Satine?
I love the Obi-Wan Kenobi character. If you look to the original trilogy, he guides Luke. There's what's not to love about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I get it. He's going to go through some changes. I understand that. But what kills me and what has really gotten me from what we're seeing in the first 3 episodes, he's broken. Completely broken. And I get a broken character. What I need to know, I need to see how he becomes so broken. We could presume it's the relationship with Anakin, how Anakin becomes Darth Vader. He knows, and it's just eating away at him. But we don't see anything visually leading up into episode 3 that justifies this brokenness. You got to understand. We understand there's a history, but at the same time, when you're crafting a narrative, we still need to see certain things. Things have to synergize. Now, why I hate this image so much is because if we remember this moment on episode 3, Obi-Wan is with Leia, little Leia, 9-year-old Leia. Have no problem with that. She is bossing him around and making all decisions. I do have a problem with that.
Remember, you don't talk.
Hi, I'm Luma. This is my friend, my father. This is my father, Orden. We're farmers from Tal.
Hey there, I'm Freck.
Father, aren't you going to say hello?
Hello.
But there's a moment where she's in danger, and we see Obi-Wan get his Han Solo on with a blaster.
I said raise your head.
A Jedi, I can feel they're attuned to the Force to where they can just be incredibly accurate, have no nerves, and just, fire off that blaster like no problem.
Put it down! Put it down!
All right, I'm putting it down. Let it go. Come on.
I can get that. I'm with that, actually. The problem is, after he dispatches these stormtroopers and he gets Leia to safety for a moment, you see this vehicle speeder pull up with about 3 stormtroopers out with their rifles aimed at Obi-Wan. Granted, he has his blaster still in his hand, and they're saying, get on your knees, get down. What does Obi-Wan do? He gets right on his knees and he gets down. Isn't it the same Obi-Wan that's supposed to be protecting this little Leia right here no matter what, because of her destiny, because of who she is, Bail Organa's daughter, right? Like this whole, like what she means. Again, and we have this image of him on his knees before 3 lowly stormtroopers. It's a problem that I have with this show, okay? There's a deconstruction of a character. There's a breaking of a character that it's not warranted, okay? Especially after you show 30 seconds beforehand him dispatching all these stormtroopers like nobody's business and getting out of a tight situation where one of them had the gun right on Leia and he makes it like he's going to put his gun down and he instantly shoots. His reflexes are on point. I just have a problem with this because it drags Obi-Wan through the dirt. And what's even funny, again, not to say that we can't have strong female characters, but he gets saved by who looks like it's this, Imperial commander, and she walks with this purpose, and she doesn't, of course, shoot Obi-Wan. She shoots the 3 stormtroopers. So this moment, you have Obi-Wan do what he has to do, and yet he's on his hands and knees, and he gets saved by this random person. That's what I have a problem with. Because, again, you have such an amazing character, yet you're just dragging him through the mud, making him this wet mop. For what reason? Where in the narrative does it support that he needs to be on his knees when we see him dispatch a few stormtroopers just early on pretty handily? You get what I'm saying? Like, things have to have a purpose. When you're crafting a narrative, like, you got to make things work. This, I couldn't get behind this. I couldn't. It was just, that's a cringe moment for me. And again, if you want to look into this female empowerment thing that's going on with Disney, if you care about politics in your stuff, I don't try to look at all that. I just wanted to watch this show for what it was. But when I thought about it and seeing the scene that it's a female stormtrooper right there telling him to get on his hands and knees, and he does it.
Get down on the ground. Put your head down.
It's just okay, whatever. It's like, oh, okay. So it's just, when I'm getting these feelings when they're coming out, it's okay. I'm just not buying into this Obi-Wan being this wet mop, this poor excuse of a Jedi, this broken Jedi, that Anakin broke him. Well, you can argue that we've seen a lot of depth added to Obi-Wan's character with the Clone Wars show. And if you want to justify him being broken to an extent, we need, I'm not saying that angle of him being broken can't work, but we need to see something, even an inkling of that within the show. Remember, we got 6 episodes. We need to see it on a scale that's like affecting his day-to-day. And this is what I love. If you have to explain this to me, but I'm not getting it through the show, that's my problem. Anyone can fill in the blanks for anything. You can fill in the blanks if that's how you want to defend the show. But I need to see it. Storytelling is visual medium. I can't have someone saying, hey, this is why he's broken, because he's using it because he wants to use that lightsaber, but it's more about he's stunned. Maybe have a moment where he picks up the lightsaber and then he gets a vision and he immediately drops it. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, we get that. Like, whoa, he just had a vision of Anakin being Vader from the Force and he just dropped his lightsaber. You got to be creative with this because that whole broken angle could work. And if it's more that he's telling himself he don't want to reveal his presence, but it's really because he's psychologically torn down, then you got to show that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read off some of my problems I had with the first 3 episodes of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I'm not a shill. For those who are shills, congratulations. I'm someone that if I see something and I don't like it, I'm just going to say what it is. I'll never say, hey, this show is the best because it's the best in your opinion, but really you don't like it, but you're just saying it's the best because you're a shill. I don't do that. I'm not a shill. I go straight in. I explain what I have a problem with, and if there's something I don't like, I will explain it. And if you think Obi-Wan's the best thing since sliced bread, hey, that's your opinion, and you're welcome to it. This is me explaining my opinion and explaining some of the issues that I had with the first 3 episodes of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And this was on my Facebook post. I post fresh after seeing the first 3 episodes. Finally saw the first 3 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And wow, what a dismal way to build around one of the most interesting Star Wars characters ever. Granted, he's not given much to work with as the writers do a masterful job of poking more and more plot holes into the New Hope legacy and even the Star Wars canon. The Vader moments are wicked until you realize that he's dealing with a neutered Obi-Wan. So even their one action scene to date had plot holes. And this is where I go and I mention spoilers. A formal general of the Clone Wars and Jedi Master of the highest order forgot not only how to be a Jedi, but how to be heroic and honorable. I get Order 66 has wiped out the Jedi, but does that mean they also have to turn Obi-Wan into a pessimist that suddenly abandons the Jedi ways, a la Disney trilogy's Luke? Obi-Wan's a shell of his former self already and is becoming more and more distant than his older, braver, more charismatic self of A New Hope. And now here's my problem with Reva. And I know Reva's been getting a lot of hate. And no, I'm not racist because that's an ignorant way to just attack someone who has a differing opinion on a character, especially Star Wars, okay? I've seen a lot of Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. I've watched the Clone Wars TV show. I watched Star Wars Rebels. I played the hell out of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
You summoned me, Lord Malak.
The search for Bastila is taking too long. We cannot risk her escaping Taris. Destroy the entire planet.
The entire planet, Lord Malak? But there are billions of people on Taris. We'd be slaughtering countless innocent civilians, not to mention our own men still on the surface.
Your predecessor once made the mistake of questioning my orders, Admiral. Surely you are not so foolish as to make the same mistake.
And that's the way you handle Star Wars. Holy cow. That's a whole, I'm digressing here. But I've seen a lot of Darth characters. I've seen the Inquisitors. And Reva to me is bland. There's no edge to her. And if you ever played Jedi Fallen Order, the second sister, she had edge. She had a cool helmet that was eventually unmasked, and we saw who she was, and we knew more of her story. If you remember Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Darth Malak had like a metal, steel piece covering his whole mouth. Like, you got to get creative.
Patience, Commander. My new apprentice is nearly ready. Once Bastila joins her battle meditation.
And even Darth Vader, he has his helmet. When he take off his helmet, you see what's underneath, how he's connected under there, right? Like, you got to be creative. No one's saying that, Reva can't work, but she needs an edge, man. And especially for her to be this, like, Inquisitor, whatever. Okay, let's just go into my issue with her. Reva is a mega contrived, super OP villain with no intrigue or mystery. All right, no intrigue or mystery into how she became Vader's pet or why she has this obsession with Obi-Wan. Can she sense him through the Force? 3 episodes in and no flashback into why she ticks the way she does for Obi-Wan. Not to mention being overtly generic when standing alongside her Inquisitor counterparts. And then again, heck, at least Jedi Fallen Order's second sister had a Vader-esque helmet before she was ultimately unmasked. So again, my issue is just her placement and how they're just not making her intriguing. You can have a cool backstory. You can the way the story opens up with a flashback. I mean, we're 3 episodes in on a 6-episode series, you know? So, like, you can't dilly-dally. You got to get right into it. Like, a vendetta against Obi-Wan has to be established. Does he blame him for something? Maybe Obi-Wan didn't save her master that could have saved her or something like that. Like, it's got to be something where she blames Obi-Wan, and that needs to be established from the get. And if you don't establish it right away, you still have to make her smart, make her more intriguing, make her menacing to a degree. Not just, rah, 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 rah. There's more than that.
You can't escape him! We will find you! We will destroy you!
And this is kind of what pushed me away from the Obi-Wan show. I gave it 3 episodes. I don't feel like going in for 4, 5, and 6. Time is money. I just think you need to be clever in the approach. And when you're dealing with a fan base as massive as Star Wars and who are very intelligent, who are smart, who are well-read, who know the universe, I think Disney shortchanged a lot of that approach in the Obi-Wan show. You can do so much to really, like, if you look at The Mandalorian, if you look at, even stuff in video games, Jedi Fallen Order, we look at Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, you can really get creative because there's a lot to play with. So I don't like this half-assed approach to storytelling. And I say that maybe because I'm a creator myself, so I look at things differently. But I love Star Wars. I love the universe. I don't love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I could not get into it, and time is precious, right? Time is money, right? I mean, if we look at all these books I got to read, right? Look, time to open toys, right? I got my turtle figures here I'm going to get into. Time is very important. All right, when we think about TV shows, there's so much to watch. So should I just watch something because, it's Obi-Wan, it's Star Wars? Well, let me just trudge through this crappy show, in my opinion. At least from the first 3 episodes. Will it get better? I don't know. Should I watch 4, 5, and 6? I don't know. You tell me. I want to, but when I say the first 2 to 3 episodes were hard to watch, I was cringing. There were moments with Reva's character that were just, like, come on. You can do so much better. And again, I look at Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. I look at Jedi Fallen Order. I mean, if you look at some of the Dark Horse stories, there's a room for so much creativity. And when I look at Disney, I feel like this is Disney. This is the A++ tier of storytellers. You got to put something better. Like it can't feel rushed. It can't feel mishmashed. It can't feel shoehorned. Will I get around to finishing episodes 4, 5, and 6? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments could tell me, hey, give it a shot. It's worth it. I might give it a try. There's my issues. I outlined some of the issues I had with the show. And maybe it could be because I'm a creator myself. I'm a storyteller. So perhaps I analyze things differently when I'm watching a show and break it down mentally while I'm watching it. And if I'm doing that too much, it's because I'm not immersed in the escape of the story. I haven't got away. So, good storytelling takes you away. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, guys, I'll try to do some more videos. This is my work, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, co-create with Sebastian Navas. Please check it out. Follow me on GillyWritesComics.com for the latest Grom news and updates. And as always, guys, till next time, take care. Geek out.